Social media platforms have become a prevalent mode of communication and social exchange in today's society. One platform that has been used for 10 years now is Pinterest, and it's available to both men and women, and it's a platform wherein people can learn new ideas, explore photographs, and express creativity. If you notice in the Google Images search of Pinterest, there's a vast amount of pink and red tones in the photographs, and if there's a person in the frame, it is almost always a woman, possibly tactics to appeal to women. Platforms like Twitter and Instagram are used to post and share photos with people and create your online persona that you want the world to see. Scrolling through my Instagram feed, nearly every post is a celebrity selfie or a photograph. And my Twitter feed is primarily composed of funny posts, news, or articles relevant to the accounts I follow, such as UNC basketball. I've had a personal Pinterest account for around 9 years now, so I've built several boards with posts I wanted to save, and my use over the years has developed my feed into posts that are relevant to what I've saved. I have an entire board for wedding dresses and engagement rings, so when I open my home screen, many photos of that kind will appear. This is something that many females partake in, as is explained by the article A Sight for Fresh Eyes by Cindy K. Jacoby. It is argued that the platform is largely targeted towards women and provides a more friendly method of communication that allows ideas to transfer, rather than something like Instagram, which can often value perfection. Since it has become evident that what we post influences what appears in our feed, it can also be investigated whether our identity can impact our feed. I decided to collect data to evaluate how another person may receive recommendations on their feed based on their profile and immediate interests, and how Pinterest may utilize such information to guide what the individual sees. I've created another profile for a made-up person who's named Noah. Noah is a 38-year-old man who lives in the United Kingdom. His personal interests include fitness, art, and nature, and some of the categories he would like to explore on his Pinterest account include recipes, workouts, men's hairstyles, and tattoos. In comparison to my personal account, Noah's feed includes darker colors and more photos with men in them, modeling hairstyles and fashion. My personal feed has many lighter colors and many photos that include women. As I began making searches on Noah's account and creating boards that are relevant to his interests, his feed begins to develop to be more customized towards his interests and relevant to his liked posts. However, as soon as I created his account and chose his interests, even before creating boards and liking posts, his feed was already primarily composed of men or posts that were geared towards a male audience. To recognize whether identity impacts social media accounts and how our activity is digitally tracked, I used a data scraping tool that will analyze posts that appear for both mine and Noah's accounts when searching the same word based on our different identities. I started with the color green. Noah's data collection is made up of standard scenic or aesthetically pleasing photos. However, my collection has a few houses or furniture pieces and recipes, potentially appearing for my account since I am a female, and these posts may be aimed towards homemakers. Searching for the city of Rome, Noah's account presented beautiful photos of landmarks and images that I expect would come to mind when thinking of the city. My account does not present a great difference towards the male account, as both data collections appear to have almost the exact same photos. The search did not have a noticeable disparity when searching for the city based on the identities of the account holders. The next search was the incredibly relevant term homeschool. On the account for a 38-year-old man, many of the posts were actually how-to posts and hacks for how to teach children that seemed to be aimed towards parents. When making the same search on the account for the 19-year-old female, I was presented with posts that were primarily about learning skills and how to manage time while learning, posts that could be useful for students. The difference in age may play a factor in the different results. Next, I searched family vacation. Noah's account displayed images containing families and children and posts about places to visit. I expected to see a substantial difference in the images for my account. However, families with children were still seen in a few of the results, and just a few extra posts about the best places to visit and cheap destinations. Age may be a contributing factor to the difference in results again. However, the difference is not as large as I predicted. My last search to compare the data collection was the word pants. Noah's account showed pants exclusively for males, and when I made the same search for my account, I was presented entirely with pants for women, posts consisting of model images that could be used for shopping. The difference in this search is the most evident of them all, as it appears to be completely dependent on the gender of the account owner. This search supports the idea that digital platforms utilize aspects of our identity to make their platforms appealing, while also keeping track of data as a platform is used in order to display relevant content that is influenced by use and identity. A feature of the data scraping tool allows an analysis of images that were collected as search results of each profile, the components then forming word clouds. The word cloud for my account for the search homeschool presented pretty generic terms related to the topic like learning, kid, and math. The word cloud for Noah's account provided many of the same generic terms. However, I randomly noticed the words mummy and UK. These terms that correlate with the location that Noah supposedly lives in indicate that his identity, including location, influenced the data scraping results. The overall results of comparing an older male account to a younger female account exemplify some pretty compelling support for the notion that our identities and browsing history and usage on a format leads to what we see, as it produces results and information customized to the user. I was able to learn how easy Pinterest is to use for those who have limited digital literacy as I do, and can tell based on the search results that the platform is accessible to all types of people, as it is based on the individual and their interests. The platform allows an exchange of knowledge and ideas in a creative, organized, user-friendly format that uses data collection to create a positive experience. Pinterest may have a higher rate of females using the platform, but it is welcome to everyone as it connects users through common interests.